What's going on? We got the next video here in the Grand Tactician Civil War. This was the spring 61 CSA start, and this battle here I didn't quite catch it. I think it's in Maryland. It's very close to Delaware, near Pennsylvania as well. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So I did a video with this battle in it, and what happened was that overnight something weird happened because this battle basically well, see, now it doesn't. So I don't know what the heck happened last time, but it said last time that after these guys marched to Gettysburg, night fell, and so I was like, all right, that's fine, and did some movement, and I thought I started things for the next day, and I was giving new movement orders, and then all of a sudden they teleported Kit's army basically into the middle of, like, the whole corps into the middle of the Union lines, middle to rear, and so and then the Union charged them, even though my guys were braced, good morale, and all the rest. They broke. Not instantaneously, but pretty close to instantaneously, which apparently they're not supposed to do. Apparently, if they have decent morale and all the rest, they're supposed to be able to hang around, and you're really only supposed to use charges for those units that are wavering and gonna break, or possibly gonna break. So that did not happen. And the whole corps, as I might have mentioned, just routed, and I was like, well, this is ridiculous. So you're not going to see any of that because I just exited out of the game, and I was like, I'm not going to have that. So we'll see how things go this time around. Who knows, right? That's kind of always something to think about is who knows. Last time I thought they were down around here because I saw this blue shell. They actually came down the York Pike though, and so they probably will do that again. I also don't remember seeing this many kind of capture points on the map, but I'm sure they were there. I just didn't notice them. It also seemed like the skirmishers were moving really slow last time, and just the other army, McCullough's army that was down here, was supposed to redeploy up here and did not, and it's one of the many things that kind of cost Kit's corps. Alright, there's that. I'll move them there. We'll get McCullough just south. And we'll take Hardy. Put him in that field. Beale's cavalry, I'm not too sure, so we'll just send them on ahead to Gettysburg, and then we'll speed it up. So good thing that we kind of looked in all directions, because now they're where I thought they were before. So I guess these are all the wounded that we brought in with us. Ord arrives. Wait a minute. I'm getting all turned around here. Okay. So this is the way we came in. Ord must be on their side. I don't know anybody named Ord. Alright, so we got the artillery advantage. We don't really have a numbers advantage. We'll be in town before them, and so my thinking is probably just get the artillery set up, and then maybe I don't know where exactly I want it set up. I guess on the left probably makes more sense for me. And then once the line infantry comes up, I think we're gonna have them build some breastworks. I can't quite figure out how to get the cav to do it. I thought a decent idea would be to move cav up to a position you need to hold, and then just have them construct breastworks, and you know, just go from there. But I'm not sure that the plan is as good in practice as it might be in theory. Alright, so this is Beale's cav. It's Featherston. I think I'm missing a battery. Hardy, Featherston, and I thought Pelham was here. You know, I think they are here. Just a little hard to see. Alright. So that's where they are. I would guess maybe my artillery needs to get up to here, which is not really where I've even ordered Hardy to go, and probably needs to go further left. Okay, so they're going to come in there. Why don't you just get in the thick of it? Okay. I don't know, I mean, taking Culp's Hill, they'd briefly have to come out. And so maybe McCullough will have his men go there. I'm not sure why McCullough's elected to go the way he has, but that decision's been made. Just need to kind of move on, I think. He's packing up. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just seems that troop movement is very slow. I know it's on 1 times speed. There's Pelham. Casualties look like they've been even. I'm not sure how long I'm not sure if these victory points matter all that much anyways, because it seems like that's... I didn't realize that there's a Sudley Springs here as well as at Bull Run, because they're very different than the giant crater that is Sudley Springs at Bull Run. Okay, switch over to there. That's fine. Kid up here. No, they can stay there. We'll get the faster moving artillery over there. Alright, we've pulled slightly ahead on dealing casualties. Cullen himself, I'd really like up there. But I'd like the unit. I guess I'd like the unit to take Culp's Hill. Okay. Featherston's not really in a position where it can do all that much. I don't want to move him yet. Because we seem seem to be able to kind of hold any sort of attack they might launch back in the woods at the moment. If they're going to come through the woods, I'd like to have some breastworks built. We'll see. Put a beetle over there. They can cover much of the field. Try to get a little bit more. See if we can prod them to come forward with that. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess Breckenridge's losses were carryovers from the previous battle. Now, when I was doing the version of this that I'm not playing right now, he was actually still on the battlefield, and he had stopped breaking by the probably about this point in the battle or so. It was nice, but that was probably one of the few nice things about that battle. There wasn't too much else. Adams detachment, we'll move them back because they look a little worse for the wear. Heinzelman broke. Not to be expected. Not too sure what they're doing, so whatever. No. Yeah, I want you to do that. Let's see what happens. Pelham's battery might be horse artillery as well, so I'm still willing to push them up a bit. Try to provoke the Union to attack. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think the Union has too good a cover. The range is too far. They got some counter battery of their own. I think they're going to be fine, but Lee's attachment is there. Okay. Second Brigade is now pressing on our left. Doesn't look like it's a good idea for a unit that's kind of on the morale ropes. Oh, I didn't realize there was this kind of ridge here. I did not notice that. Now that I do, though, definitely trying to get my artillery on top of it. We'll see with the infantry lineup. We may not use these fortifications. We'll see. Duval got thrown in. Adams is going to have the range to be very effective on from the front. See if we have any better luck on the flanks. Kind of looked like they were getting some work done. It says they're firing, but they're obviously not. It kind of looked like the breastworks are actually getting built. I don't know. I can't tell. See what they're looking at. Well, that is a much more formidable hill than I thought it was. Did not think it was that pronounced. We don't have to run. It's not a real threat, but my infantry's getting in position, so I kind of want to draw them. I want to see if I can draw them forward. I don't know if we'll get anywhere with that, but that's the idea. So now I see like 2 of these things are built, but the rest are unbuilt. Cover, breastworks, yeah. But are they actually doing anything? I don't know. We'll see if these guys, if they fare any better. Kit's forces is in a pretty good position. Maybe we'll move them up just a bit. Maybe they're just going to be content to hide back there. I don't know. Where are all of our forces here? Let's see what this actually looks like. Yeah, it's okay. The decision I made, I am pulling Hardy back because they do have this one brigade. Which might be able to walk up to the woods and then charge through. So, you can see now all the batteries have now crested the hill. These guys have a bunch of tough shots because the trees are in the way. Hardy's battery actually can go a ways back and still have an angle down that field, but there are some trees here that break up the line of sight. But if anything really comes onto this front of the hill, they should be able to see it and do something about it. Come on, Wingo. Old Wingo Wango. Try to put a couple guys on the end here to hold them up. Alright, Beale is there. I don't remember who Beale's officer. I thought it was Kit, maybe. You know, maybe I'll send Beale over to guard the artillery. Can I get you guys to move? Probably not. But let's try. Okay. We did. So let's see, when I moved these guys, they actually did build their full breastworks. So that's good to know. I think what we're going to do with Kit's men, though, is actually... I'm not going to stay with the breastworks, but we are going to use the fence back here. Maybe the woods a bit to our northeast if we need to. Okay, these guys can turn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, don't advance, man. That ain't good. And on this side of things, I'm guessing Lee's guys are not long for this war. It doesn't look like. Focus on them. Focus on them. I don't know if we'll be able to get them to safety if we move some skirmishers up and take the heat off of them. I guess to really be effective, these guys should be at base of the hill in the woods, shooting out into the field. That's what I would think. Well, they also need to... maybe they can't raise their range. I was thinking they could. Who's this now? Davis's detachment. You know, we might move these guys up here. Lee, yeah, I bet Lee is, and Lee's gonna... Yeah, I'm not surprised Lee's broken, but... whatever. Adams is kind of getting hit in a bad way. I don't know if giving them Ace of Spades is going to matter all that much. I tried it in previous campaign. It seemed Looks like Torbert here. Torbert. It looks like he's on the verge of breaking. So, you know, if we get Torbert out of here, on top of Heinzelman, who we already got to run. Heinzelman's back, but you can see not totally with it. But if we end up trading, you know, getting Torbert out of here for losing, I think it was Lee's skirmishers and maybe Davis's skirmishers, I guess we'll just have to kind of consider that a fair exchange. I mean, the skirmishers we can always get. I mean, they can always rally their troops, but we can always get our skirmishers back once they rejoin the parent unit. So, not earth-shattering trades all around, but I think we got the better of it. Again, I'm using killed as a proxy for how we're doing, and I think it looks like 3-1. So those are fine odds considering. I think we have even numbers. They were even numbers. I just looked at casualties. I didn't look. Yeah, even numbers. So 3-1 is not a matchup they're gonna probably want to take too long. But yeah, I kind of wish like I had this group. I understand that the house can probably only hold like 20 of them, maybe 30 of them if they get real cozy. But even then, if they could garrison it, that'd be pretty neat, I think. Give them just a little bit more cover. You know, I'm pretty good with where everybody is. So I don't think we're gonna get Torbert to break. Okay, so Adams went from being determined to breaking. That's rough. We'll pull burn back. There's always the chance now that we're gonna get pushed. Our skirmishers are going to get pushed out of the woods, so pay attention to see if that actually happens. If I thought I could get them to attack, I'd probably just withdraw all my skirmishers. I'm not sure what's going to happen if I do that. Have them there. Dockery and Company will be there. These guys should be dismounted. These guys should be on this fence. Same thing I think for these guys. And so I think we're now trying to pull out of these woods. I didn't even think to shoot at these guys, but you know, let's not do it that way. Because then we have our backs turned to some of that infantry, and it's not a great place to be. Alright, these guys can turn around and shoot them. We'll keep them in loose order. Maybe we'll put those guys there on that fence. But they don't look like they want any part of this. At least not on our right. Milroy broke, so it's not as good as breaking Torbert. I think Torbert was a larger unit, but it's something. I think. Let me think about this. I think they lost their skirmishers, so they should be able to spit out a new group. And someone over here, I think Lee did, but I don't know if Lee's large enough anymore. Yeah, Lee's large enough to have skirmishers. So we'll give Lee some skirmishers. Put him over here. Dockery's not. Dockery's just been pummeled in this war. Davis, you should go over there. Okay. Pull these guys back. So I'm starting to think about how to attack, because it really doesn't seem like the AI is going to be attacking here, and maybe they shouldn't. They have a lot of people over here on the right, along with a gun on top of that hill. But it really flattens out a bit over here, even though it is wooded. And in terms of brigades, they have 3 infantry brigades. I think 2 with enough fire, I can probably whittle them down pretty quickly. And I'm thinking over here, I can just hold behind this water in the woods. Got skirmishers, got quite a good amount of infantry. And so I think if we got pressed, we could hold. I might even just leave one of the batteries. I think it was Featherston's battery. Just leave that back, and that would allow sort of defense if they were attacked over here on this flank. But I'm not really seeing that as a super likely scenario. What I'm thinking is taking the other 2 batteries here and all the infantry, basically taking Kit's forces and moving them up. Maybe jumping right on, what is it, Cockerell here. He's so close to other stuff anyways. Why not? And I'm already moving skirmishers over to kind of tie up their skirmishers, put some casualties on them. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking. I kind of like to play a little dangerous here and just get those guys in position. But if I don't see any more movement from them, that might be what I'll do. I might be able to get everybody on Cockerell, get them routed, get those skirmishers pushed out, and then toss everything else at the last 2 infantry brigades. I should be able to hit them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brigades against 3. Plus I got 2 artillery units that are close by. Featherston's not going to be far away, even though his main job is going to be a look over here. I'm about to swing him around and point him over there. So we're going to have all 3 batteries concentrated on, well, they're on my left. And we'll see what that gets us. But you can see that there's this other concentration of forces over here, which I don't remember seeing. I guess maybe they were here the whole time, but it's 3 brigades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle, and 3 on the left. So I guess I'm going for the 3 on the left. Ah, and Featherston kind of read my mind and oriented himself this way. Again, this is kind of risky moving up this close, but I also know that they really don't have much infantry over here, so I'm not super concerned about it. And if the artillery can crack them first, even better. I don't know if they're getting in formation to kind of swing wide around my right. They may. I mean, a couple things we could do. We just pull back to Culp's Hill and defend it this way. Might be able to send some over to Powers Hill. Not too sure how that would go. We'll see. And if they're that far away, they're probably not in a position to do much good. And so I'm going to move the last infantry I expect to arrive first, so that everybody's more or less showing up at the same time. Again, more or less. Okay, Davis's skirmishers seem to have had enough. Now I'm thinking of sending these skirmishers up to maybe get the 2 infantry brigades and a skirmish. I don't know if that's going to automatically hold them from assisting Cockerell. I just don't know, but that's why I'm going to try it. See what we get. And Dockery's kind of moving up, but it's largely for show. I would think with this much artillery this close that those guys are just going to be in a very bad way. Times like these, I hope there's no friendly fire. And at this point, I'm gonna try to manually switch them on. I know they're technically on fire at will, but I'm gonna hope that maybe they do something else. And these guys, just to make sure that they're not doing anything too wrong, we'll put them on counter battery. They're 39 guns, hopefully shooting the first battery, and it's 22 guns. That would weaken up that position. Are you guys really fighting mounted? Come on, loose formation, you know the drill. Alright. So these infantry brigades are not doing anything to reinforce Cockerell, which is fine by me. And while they got a nice looking line over here, they're not doing anything with it. So not as much to be worried about over there. But because they could do something, we'll get some skirmishers there. Alright. kit up and out. Looks like already Beals Boys and company are starting to put the hurt on Cockerel. Oops, we never gave Dockery his long range. The rest of their force is making no movement kind of anywhere, so again, if that's the case, let's just move up and try to get some. Because defending is, I don't know if it's pretty easy or not, but it's relatively easy, I think, compared to attacking. You guys doing your thing? Are you doing a thing? How come, what, are we not getting the full story here with these? Oh, there it is. Idle? Idle? Why you idle? Right, we're on counter battery. You got a battery well within range. I guess there's some concern about the amount of ammo they have. It's a real concern. Looks like Cockerel was pushed off. So now that I don't think my artillery is going to be, it's not going to be as useful as it was. Not sure what I want to do with it. Henry. Okay, now they're going to send out some skirmishers. Fine. Alright, still in loose formation, that's good. Maybe a touch ambitious. Let's see if we have any Napoleons. We do. Probably is. But while their infantry is engaged from the front, maybe just wheel some artillery up to their flank and see if that moves them. Cockerel is doing something. I guess that's the only way to refer to it. Alright, and we'll try to send skirmishers up to, like I said, take the attention of their infantry, maybe keep them from sending in some reinforcements. Move kit up. if they're just gonna pull back like that. It's risky, but why not? Pelham battery up there. Just see what happens with the other two batteries. Looks like they're reorienting themselves a bit. Not sure what the next move is. I don't know if I should take this force, kind of put them in the front. The problem is that they're then attacking up a steep hill through the forest. But if we clear this left side, and this right just continues to sit around and do nothing, that might be something I think about. Oh, I'm already thinking about it, but it might be something I do. I still want you guys up and over there. Yeah, and these guys should actually be back here. So Heinzelman's back. And so what I'm starting to think is we start sliding some of this over. Alright, so we just got 2nd Brigade to withdraw. Man, Dockery does not want to follow orders, but maybe that was before when he was engaged with Davis's skirmishers, I think it was. Alright, they're going to shoot, they're going to shoot. We're going to have them shooting as well. We're going to have Beale's cavalry move up. And we gotta have the rest of this infantry move up as well, because I'm kind of thinking that we're gonna get counterattacked here. Should be a tough one. Second Brigade's going to regroup there. I think eventually I'm going to bring Hardy. You know what? Pelham's already back here. So my thinking is to just bring Pelham right up the road, sit him down behind that, and try to collapse that left. This is purely just to see if we can tie anybody down in these woods and keep them from reinforcing. That's all that is. Oof. No, no, no. You were right. And I don't know how we're doing on... It's about 4-to-1 casualties. It's a fairly straight line. Nope, Featherston still does not want to face. What on earth? Gentlemen, no, 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 no. You were shooting them. What are you doing? Oh, that's... They were counter battery before and I completely forgot. So they're probably going to keep doing that for a while. And, yeah, it's just one of those things to remember. Right. Move this infantry up. Move that infantry up. Oh, and they broke them, so we don't have to now turn Featherston around. Though it might be nice to do. We'll have Beale's cavalry go over there. We'll get Hardy's. Are they? They are trying to make a move around here. So they're trying to get over there. These guys need to turn around so they can shoot them in the field. Yeah, we're going this way. Maybe he'll shoot Judson's skirmishers as they try to show up here. So we got a lot of angles on Duval. I think they're about to... Oh, there were 2 batteries up here. First battery, 21 guns. And Torbert's detachment with 4 guns. You know, I'm pretty happy to just put them on counter battery again. I'm going to try to finish off West Virginia Brigade so we can turn around to our now right and deal with that situation. Alright. Beale arrived. As fast as he arrived, he was still too late. Alright, have Hardy's men go that way. Cullen. Just need to move. Not sure if that's where those skirmishers meant to be, but doesn't look like a terribly great place for them. And we'll slide our infantry down. What's this? And why? And why is this? Don't do that. Nobody told you to do that. Jeez, guys. And I don't know if the computer does it when I chase them. Maybe it does, but it feels like when skirmishers are at weird angles with other skirmishers, my skirmishers definitely fall back, and there's kind of a, you don't have any choice about it. Like it just happens. I don't really notice that happening with the AI. Maybe doesn't feel like it. Alright, and we broke off Duval. So now our left is secure. And now I'm thinking about pinching the group that's up on Wolf Hill. Looks like my original plan was slightly different, which was to pull back to this line, because I thought maybe the skirmish with Duval was going to take longer than it did. But since that no longer appears to be the case, yeah, I'm not surprised Burns skirmishers are running. Alright. Wrong battery. They got too long of a delay, of an order delay. Well, they look like they do is what. So I guess Featherston is the one that's attached to Kit. I'm guessing that maybe they kind of see it or have a sense. Oop, a whole bunch of notes just went through. Andrews, Martindale, Alvord. Looks like they just, maybe their army just withdrew. Okay, yeah, good to know. Okay, Henry, trying to get you over there. Burn, trying to get you over there. Beale, you're not quite at your destination. More of them are withdrawing. So it looks like they'll get away. It's all right. Looks like they're using this road over here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to cut it or not. So Torbert looks like he's game. That he'll go with this. It's a little hard to believe, but sure. Not sure what Adams' brigade is doing. It's very gutsy. I mean, walking up that close to enemy artillery, unless it's unmanned or whatever. Yep. Alright, they're fleeing. And it kind of looks like, so it looks like maybe the detachment. Alright, so all their arty is fleeing. I think the order now would kind of just be assault. And I think Kit should do the same thing. We'll see what the AI comes up with as those assault orders get carried out, or as they get relayed, I should say. Is that really the first time Huger's been in contact, though? So everybody has their full-on assault orders. I would assume that would have applied to pursuing routing troops, but maybe not. I'd also like to know if I'm using any of the guns I've captured. So I haven't lost any in this one. They've lost 25. I'd like to be able to add that to... Oh, it looks like I have. That's why they're telling me that Huger was in contact. It's not because there was really anything new. It was another... So we took about 2,000 casualties. Again, I think both sides came in with about 800 wounded, and those might be counted in there. So say lost 5,300. Okay, so these are just repeating casualties. Captain Featherston, right? That big battery. So this is all about stuff to do with Mexico. Oops. Should read this in the old-timey script that I had turned on. Is this it? Running for their lives. So 650 killed on their side, 127 killed on ours, 105 missing, and the rest are wounded. So, yeah, it's basically 5-1, and I think that they were counting the pre-battle wounded numbers in there. Now, it doesn't look like so-called Rhett's army is scheduled to move. That'd be disappointing. So I know that this video went long. That battle, it's probably one of the, it might have been the most challenging one I've had so far. That's probably what caused a lot of the time to run by. So while I do have some movement orders here, and I would think that other armies here have got to engage, because I wasn't fighting all those forces. So I would think that future videos are also going to have some tactical battles. You can see the Department of the West is getting quite close now to Price's army, and so I don't think it's difficult to guess that there's going to be a fight there, and Price is going to be outnumbered. Excuse me. About 2 to 1, and so he has a significant artillery advantage, 100 guns to none. So in practice, or in effect, that might be tied. Might be an even fight. I'll be a little more concerned if he turns his attention to Chase, because Chase really ain't got nothing. Chase was a kind of test dummy just to see if I could bring back a routed army, and I could, but they're not great. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed the battle. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to have you back in another one.